All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's 5 o'clock in Napa Valley.
Sure is. I watch it spot on.
And that means it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers. Hey, everybody.
Oh, I need to. Boo. I drink really fast. Boo.
Somebody get Ben a drink. Please. Please. Anyway, this is 5 o'clock somewhere, and welcome to our show at ToutSuite Social Club. And tonight, we have a really, really big show for you. We're going to be talking about the Black Valentine Ball with Ian White.
Yeah.
And that's coming up a little bit later. We're also talking about the Napa Valley Film Festival, which we absolutely love. It's the festival that takes over our entire valley in 4 different amazing communities in Napa. We'll let you get there in a second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We have with us tonight Nicole Marino. And she is the big shot of Napa Valley.
Thank you.
Yeah. She takes pictures of all the other big shots as well and has her own show as well. And Ben Mahoney from the Napa Valley Film Festival, who makes everything happen here in November. And Ian White, 7x7 magazine, and Napa Valley Life magazine, Mischievous Ink section.
Yep.
And on my right is Deline Vollenweider. And she is our master of meat for 5 o'clock somewhere. Deline and Ian are common hosts on this show. We do the show every day at 5 o'clock. So if you know, 5 o'clock is the witching hour. When you have kids or when you're traveling, it's rush hour, you get home, there's news on TV.
Very good, buddy.
There's,
Thank you,
the service here is second to none.
It's really important to be able to have a moment to kind of get back to the roots and, have some fun. So log in. We would like to see you on camera with us. We, log in on our website, join via webcam, or watch if you're shy and get used to it. And then we want to see you here so that you can join us literally at the table.
That's right. And open a bottle of wine with us. You are no longer drinking alone. So even if you're sitting in your house, if you log in, you're with us, you're boozing at 5 as you should be. It's happy hour time.
Yeah, after the first doing homework and
after the first glass of wine, you actually feel like you're here.
Yeah.
There is no video or screen. You're here right on this lovely couch.
And after the first bottle, you'll be telling people you are here.
You forget about the TV after a while. So tonight we are drinking in the ToutSuite Social Club, the Reynolds Family Persistence 2007. And this is our house wine of the month. Every month ToutSuite has a different house wine, and this is something we have to go around, and anybody wants more, please pour it. I'm going to have a little contest. Yeah, go for it. We have a little contest later with the people in the group, and that's going to be a film-based, just for fun. But first, let's take it away with Ben and Ian.
Yeah,
so tell us what's going on in film. There's a lot going on.
Well, yeah, it's exciting right now because we, we're partners, Napa Valley Film Festival, with the Sundance International Film Festival, and they just wrapped. So we are kicking off the film festival season as we speak. So there's news in from IndieWire today that the film market is showing signs of revival. There was a $10 million purchase of a film called The Way, Way Back by Fox Searchlight. So that's huge. So we're looking at filmmakers making money again, which you guys don't know is quite a drought since we had a little bit of crash, that thing called a recession. I don't know if anybody heard about it.
Yeah, that's still done.
But anyway, back to film. So with our film festival, we as was hinted, we're a festival that takes place in all 4 towns in Napa Valley. So it's like 4 film festivals at once. It's the second week in November. This year we have our dates are the 6th through the 10th of November, and passes are really great right now. We're actually at the Ink Party. We're going to be giving away a day pass or 2.
Yeah,
I'm going for 2. I have to check with our marketing group. But yeah, everybody take a look at it. nvff.org. We're really excited about the developments this year. We're going to have really cool filmmaker lounges that everybody can go to and meet filmmakers, meet and greets, and the lineup's going to be spectacular. Wine and food nonetheless, are the stars of the show as well at the Film Fest. So come on out, and we'll see you there.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. Both years, 7x7, I've been proud to be a sponsor, and it is. It's just all stars everywhere. The events, everything is just to the T. The whole 9 yards of the food, the wine. The winery partners are all pumped because everywhere in the tasting rooms, you're seeing all these passes, all these people who are here for film, but they're stopping in all the wineries. I saw the first night I saw Som, and we actually had Dylan on here, and he spoke a little bit to that. And it's funny because I was sitting the next night at a completely different film, and there was the entire cast of the film from the night before. I don't get starstruck or anything, but I did end up sitting in a couple people's laps. So that was really exciting. We had pictures of that. It was really exciting. Yeah, no, I keep them at home. I posted my walls.
He's not a big shot yet.
With those, yeah.
Oh, no.
He's trying hard, but
one of these days I'll make that. But I saw you everywhere at the film festival, so you probably have some insights, right, Nicole?
I have some great articles, actually, and some great photos, yeah. And actually, some of them are featured in this issue of the magazine, of Ink. So it was a tremendous event. Captured some fabulous interviews, people of the cast of film. I actually got a great photo of a couple of different people. So you'll have to look at the magazine and catch it.
No hints? You can't.
Well, let me tell you, he's a really good-looking, great actor. So that'll be your clue. It wasn't this guy.
Oh. Philip, I win
and
something.
Carrie Hardy, who is one of the other hosts of 5 O'Clock Somewhere,
yes.
she was saying, what she said on one of our shows last week was absolutely true. This is the best way to experience the Napa Valley, and you can experience all the 4 little boroughs.
Yeah.
And really, there's something going on all the time, and there's no way you can experience all of it
There's too
at
much.
once.
You can really show up 6 years in a row, the way we're designing it, so that you couldn't do the same thing twice. I mean, it's really, and to experience this festival, it'll take a while, and there's people everywhere, and there is just, I mean, that time of year, I'm from upstate New York, and so being out west and living in, San Francisco, LA areas for a little while, I didn't see seasons like I saw back east, and I never knew there was anything that rivaled it until I was here during November. And I mean, outside of all the amazing films, wine, and people that we get for the festival, I mean, you're traveling in between these rows of grape leaves that look like they're on fire with the fall foliage, and it's a super fun time. So amazing time, and it's harvest season too. So it's harvest of great new films, great people, great wine.
We had some fun people there. Actually, I will tell you this: we had Billy Bush come out to Hollywood, and he was a hoot.
He got a biking ticket in Yountville, yeah. And it actually made it onto Entertainment Tonight. Yeah.
He wanted to move here.
What time was it?
No, it was during the day.
Okay.
He failed to stop.
Watch out,
bikers.
Yeah, Yountville, the sheriffs are on their bikes as well.
I think yeah, and I think the cop did it just to try and get on the show, because he did make the show as well, the police officer. Yeah,
huge fan of cops.
Yeah. It's gonna be a new short. We're gonna premiere at the Napa Valley.
Billy actually hijacked one of the drivers last time, too, just to bring up the Niners, because I will every possible chance I get. Hopefully you all saw that game.
Niners.
Saw that game. Woo!
Yeah.
One of the drivers was supposed to take him to an event, I believe. He said, actually, let's head in this direction a little. Next thing we knew, he was at the 49ers game. And
are you kidding me?
He did. He hijacked our Kent Higginbotham of the Squire livery. Next thing he knew, he was on his way to the Niners game. But he got to enjoy that, and Billy made it back for all the most important things that evening.
So that's where he was when we were looking for him.
Yeah, he hijacked the driver and hit the Niners game.
And was Kent maybe in on that? He's like, okay, I see where we're going.
He was just told to take care of the VIPs, and Billy is definitely that, and he wanted to go see the game. And, man, I can't blame him.
Things get a little wild and crazy during the festival. We're not going to try and keep that behind the scenes.
The party the first night, though, where they took over the new downtown center, which is actually just being remodeled by Zapolsky Real Estate, it's going to be fantastic. I mean, I'm not even going to get into what that's going to be. But the party, in every single room, there was something different. There was all these booze sponsors and flashing lights and couches and lounges and the kind of cars that you only wish you could drive everywhere. It was something special.
Maserati.
I have not.
Yeah,
exactly.
Maserati.
Maserati is who it was. And those beautiful Maseratis, and you really every single room was a completely different atmosphere. It felt like Hollywood.
I was blown away by that, and I was there because we did some red carpet streaming on that night, and just seeing it in progress. We were there like 3 o'clock, and then by 5 o'clock, it was glorious. They did a wonderful job. It was really the best.
I love the gold room. We kept calling it the gold room. I don't know what it was really called, but
I think it's probably either the Benchmark Wine Group maybe took that over, and then we also had a really the Guild of Sommeliers room with the Napa Valley Vintners.
That was awesome.
So that was the Somm premiere party.
Yes, that was the big bash after the world premiere of Somm.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Those guys are so down to earth too.
I
Great
know,
people.
and like Ian said, D-Lynn Proctor was just here on our very first show for 5 o'clock somewhere, and we've got these guys in our midst.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
they're
they'll
around.
come down and hang out.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not true. I mean, in terms of what people are saying about Psalms, for the most part, a lot of people these days are saying, oh, there's this kind of pretentious nature and this new group, oh my. And those are certainly out there, but there's this other young group of guys that are just down to earth and hip and cool. And D-Lynn, he was just as happy to make a drink as a mixologist or bartender, as I think they prefer to be called these days, as he was. It's kind of back, but and they're just down to earth. And I was making a 49ers drink, and I didn't know what to do. And so I reached out to him, and immediately he locked down like 5 different drinks. He didn't say, oh, well, you should be drinking wine with a 49ers game. You know, it was just immediately to the booze, and he was cool with it. And they are that way. So don't listen to the stereotypes. They're down to earth, and they're cool about answering even what may seem like a dumb question about wine. To them is going to be really exciting. So we're in the Valley at the festival. They'll be there, and they'll be chill.
And the film festival keeps getting better and better. So I can only imagine next year it's going to be booming. I'm excited.
What are the dates again?
The dates are November 6th through the 10th, so that's a Wednesday through Sunday, and really that's the best way to experience the festival is to come the whole time.
Gotcha.
You get the opening night galas, the big receptions that you get to go to with our tentpole films. This year we had Silver Lining Playbook, which is, you know, just won some Golden Globes, and then we're looking at
fantastic movie. I saw that one too.
Brilliant. And we're hoping for it to get an Oscar here, so we know it's nominated, and we'll see what happens coming up. That's going to be really exciting.
So bummed out I missed that.
But yeah, so we're
you know, and the panels were very cerebral. Like we live streamed all the panels just because it was such amazing content, and it was the unparty. It was the time where you could really get face-to-face talk to the actors, the producers, and there was a pitch panel which blew my mind.
Yeah.
The pitch panel, you had some of the best producers from Hollywood up here, and people were able to pitch, I think 6 or 8 different pitches that were pre-screened. They pitched their movie in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And Jeff Graves, who is on the actors panel, who had a film in the film festival, actually came and pitched a movie to them. And to see a really famous star do that right there, you know, it's just it's up close and personal too.
And it's exciting too because one of the pitches actually through to Weinstein. So Weinstein Company is picking it up. So, and to talk about optioning for a movie. So it's, I mean, there's some really cool stuff.
Michelangelo and Da Vinci paintball fight movie, I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I was there.
Clever.
That is what the, and
they
it was
it's
just
pitch.
a quirky thing, but it was a great pitch. But you have this stuff going on, like we have the real intimate environments at the film festival too, and it's the non-event, the non-party type scenes that you really get into. We're really bringing that to light this year again with some of our really great partners like Velobino and Somerston this year hosted festival front porches. Now I think we're going to be turning them into filmmaker front porches, but open to anyone public and all the way to our top level to continue the conversation with food and wine and filmmakers. So it's going to be a lot of fun meet and greet signings, and we love that about this festival. People start to feel like the hospitality of Napa Valley mixed with filmmakers really comes to light, and it's a great setting to learn about film and enjoy it. And also the films that aren't those big tentpole films are some of my favorites. Our short programs, great film this year called Rising from Ashes about the Rwandan cycling team, and film Plimpton was one of my favorites. And so, you know, that's the beauty of a film festival is that you really get these filmmakers here passionate about films that you might not get another chance to see. And they might become the next best directors, and they're here making their first feature and, you know, enjoying what we have to offer as a culture here in Napa. So. Yeah.
Speaking of that Rwandan team, didn't they come up for a ride? I believe there was an open ride with the people from the movie up and down Napa Valley through the vines. So
they did.
Cliff Winery.
Velobino,
with Cliff Winery,
Cliff family,
And they landed there from the ride. They all came back to Velobino, Cliff's winery, and then that's I think they did 3 other rides too. So there was multiple opportunities to get to know these guys.
So much you can do during the film festival.
Really interactive. It's
well,
very
then
cool.
it's all because of you.
No, I wouldn't say that. Give props to Mark and Brenda.
You make it happen. I watched you.
Well, we have a small but mighty team, and here's to all of them. And absolutely, we wouldn't be able to do it without them, and I'm proud to be working with all these talented people that make this happen. So, including all of you.
We are so behind you.
Thank you so much. We know, we feel it.
Yeah.
Right behind you.
So, if
More
I
whining.
will, I want to get on to Ian's segment
Please.
about his amazing event coming up in February, on February 10th.
Correct.
I'll let you tell more about it and reveal.
Yeah.
But real quick, I thought it'd be fun to I have a couple of facts and one fiction about movies. And so here's the thing. I'm going to read them off. There's 7 of them. And everyone here can, if you can guess, the first person that guesses, the one that's untrue, gets a bottle of the Reynolds family wine. Guess. Doesn't win.
This
Guess.
just got fierce.
Yeah. Gets to take it home. Or drink it with us here later.
Right. But it's already open. It's that one. So hurry.
Yeah. I'm going to have another one. Sorry, we did open too. So, number 1. By 2006, 12 years after his breakout role in Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson films had grossed more money at the box office than any other actor in cinematic history. Okay?
I think Snakes on the Plane had a huge thing to do with it.
So you pick out the one that isn't true, but you can wait. Sean Connery.
That was A.
We all know. Sean Connery wore a toupee in every James Bond film that he starred in, beginning with Dr. No in 1962.
It's like Boulder Dash.
But feel free to comment if you know anything about Sean Connery's toupee.
Or toupees in general. It's such an interesting topic.
Kevin Bacon
Yours is
has
looking fine, by the way. Why, thank you. It's real horsehair. Awful goulet.
So think about these. Kevin Bacon has had at least a supporting role in 27% of all American movies made since 1982.
That's got to be true, right? Don't we all know Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
We all know him, right? Yeah.
Right, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
It has to be true. Tupac Shakur said that Jim Carrey was his favorite actor, so Jim Carrey wrote letters to Tupac when he was in prison to help him laugh and smile.
I think that's
I would think that would be true.
Way too hard one.
I can see that.
Did he write back is the question.
Yeah.
Don't know that. Jean-Claude Van Damme speaks 5 languages.
Of course.
Yes.
One is
You
the
can't
international language of
understand
karate.
And another Jim Carrey. I don't know. At one point, Jim Carrey and his family lived in a car, and they all worked as janitors at a factory to make a living. As a child, Jim wore tap dancing shoes to bed just in case his parents needed cheering up in the middle of the night.
Probably amongst a bunch of other crazy things to be as nuts
that
as
sounds so crazy. It has to be true.
Right. Or crazy, creepy.
So how many is that? That's
I have one more.
One more.
Yeah.
Stranger than fiction.
And the last one. Brad Pitt's first job was dancing in a chicken suit to attract customers to an El Pollo Loco restaurant on Sunset Boulevard.
I know that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why
Ian,
those
talk to
Jackass
me.
guys really like him. You know, he was on that show a couple of times, and they're like, "Oh, he's had a career as a chicken guy on the side of the street." So.
Yeah.
So we have the Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson, Sean Connery toupee, Kevin Bacon, 27% of all American movies, supporting role or actor, lead actor, Tupac Shakur and Jim Carrey, Jean-Claude Van Damme, 5 languages, Jim Carrey in a car and janitor, or Brad Pitt, dancing chicken. First one to yell out the right answer.
I think Kevin Bacon. Yeah.
I'm going toupee.
I'm going toupee. Yeah, I'm gonna go A.
Not Tupac toupee.
And the bottle goes to you're second. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. So it was actually 26%.
Yeah. Right.
Fooled, I say.
Yeah.
Befuddled.
Well, you gotta get over it. We were just joined by Tia Butts, who is another host of 5 O'Clock Summer, but she's being shy over there, so
She is.
can't gotta get over it.
But you're one hell of a dancer. Keep it going.
I hear you.
Yeah. All right.
So
wait,
now,
the rest of those were true?
the rest of those were true? Wow.
Crazy.
According to the internet.
Oh, well, you can't lie on the internet. It's like TV. It's always true. I'm totally going to look up all those toupees.
Here you
I was going to say, that was a good
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Let us know in the next episode.
Okay.
So thanks, guys, and we're going to go straight into Ian's next segment, which is going to be fantastic, about the most fabulous party in February in Napa Valley.
Yes, at least in February. Yes, it is the.
So we're gonna leave.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little
little
Aaron, can I have a hand me down? Those magazines right there, and some
all right,
of those.
good job, everyone.
All right, keep it real. Yeah.